Hello. Okay.
Data is training. Is it going well for you?
Yeah, but sometimes the network
Yes,
problem
yes,
sometimes.
yes, 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 yes. For the network, it has been our problem always. At least that's some of the challenges of
Yeah,
learning online. But we have to expose you
yeah,
to these platforms so that at least going forward, you get used to using them. I think we'll give you guys the opportunity to be sharing your screen when we give you assignments so that you share your screen and then present for all of us. Who knows, one day you might be the one hosting a virtual program or even training people, right? So
yeah,
let's bear with the network. Once the network comes and go, at least we can, if the network comes back, you can join again.
yeah. Okay, okay.
Hakim,
But the
you're
session was.
welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm listening, Rama.
I was just saying, he said the way he's teaching is good.
Nice. That's good to hear. That's what we always want to hear.
Okay, we are getting small, small.
Great.
So, any questions from yesterday? Oh,
I said today you were late. What happened? You're welcome. I think Hakim was asking a question. If any of you had questions from yesterday's session, maybe you've gone back to the house and you tried your hands on some of the things you were taught. Those of you with PC, if you have any questions, you can ask. Or any inputs, any suggestions, anything you have to say. This is the floor for you. Maybe you are looking forward to learning something and we are not teaching you yet. You can raise that concern and then we'll add it to the curriculum or we'll add it to our training. We'll add it to our training content.
yeah.
Please, a good Samaritan should alert the group that the meeting has begun.
Okay, Senator.
Sir, I'm confused. If you want to bold something or if you want to italize something, do you have to select it first listen before italicing, or you have to, or you just leave the cursor in that row and italize? Thank you.
Right. With the italic and the bold. In fact, almost all the text formatters, you definitely need to select it before you can apply the effect to it. Whether you want to make it bold or you want to make it italic, underline, you have to do that. The only exception to the selection is when you are doing text alignment. That's where when you just put your cursor on the line you want to align, and then you click on the your preferred text alignment. It actually works. But with the bold and italic, you have to select it.
Okay, thank you very much, sir.
All right.
Hakim,
I
Mm,
don't want trouble, madam. Madam, I don't want trouble.
when did you
Let me
get
ask
back
my question.
home? Are you in the house?
Yeah, I'm in the house. Let me ask my questions.
Senior Hader, you
My
said you're having
boss.
more questions. So,
No, I said that's all for now.
oh, okay,
That's all for now.
that's okay.
My
So,
boss.
so everyone else doesn't mean that you've all gotten like everything that we've been talking about so far, from the Google Docs to the Microsoft Word.
Let me press their necks, Hakim. It's Rama. Rama, say something.
Okay.
Yes.
What is the essence of the foot? Or I saw it on the Google dot or something. The foot or something. So I just tap it.
Now what?
It sent me to the foot, or I can't best
I think
remember.
it's the
Footer,
Or
footer.
foot. Eh?
footer.
So what is the essence? What is it for? I just tap on it and it sent me down to the
Yeah.
bottom. So I don't
All right. So basically, when you are working with the documents, whether it's Google Docs or MS Word, we have what we call footers, and then we have headers.
Yeah,
Okay.
headers. Okay, okay.
So the footer, as the name suggests, it has to do with writing content on the foot end, on the bottom end of the page.
Okay.
Okay. And then the headers has to do with text or data that's put on the head side or the top side of the page. So usually,
Okay.
when they print out a book for you, okay, and you look at the book, you see the page numbers where we have like one, two, three, or Roman numbers. If you observe,
Yeah.
it's usually at the bottom side of the page. Okay,
Mm, okay.
those ones are done with the footer. Okay,
Yeah.
did you get that?
Yeah, I've get it. I'll try and see.
Uh-huh.
My
So
hands on it again.
all right. So that's what the footer is used for. It's used for adding text or data onto the foot end of the page.
Okay.
I was trying to get it at my end.
But it seems what you have there is footnotes, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So it's footnotes is also more or less like the footers, but footnotes we use it when you are writing documents. Usually, when you pick out some of these official printed books, like when you buy a book online and then they deliver like the hard copy and you take a look at it. Usually, we have what we call footnotes. It's just small notes that the author will write at the bottom end of the page. It helps to add more
Yeah.
context. It helps to add more context to whatever the page is telling you. So the footer end or the footnotes, that's basically what we use it for. We use it to add extra information. It could be page numbers, it could be references, it could be anything that's being added
Okay.
so that the reader can have more information on whatever is printed on the page.
Mm,
Okay.
yeah,
No,
I get.
say another hand is up.
Okay.
Rama.
Come and say that's the same person.
I'm the same
Okay.
person.
And so is anyone
Yeah,
else
he'd right say something.
Nope.
having an issue or a question?
Sir,
Hello boss.
listen, how about the bulletin in a Microsoft Word?
Right.
Yes. Because I'm looking at the bulletin. We have listen, bullets, then we have numbers, then something like the multi level list or something like that.
Yeah.
So and what that one I didn't quite get it.
Okay. So the but did you get the numeric listing and then the bullet listing? Like, did you get the two?
Yes,
Or
but you can just go.
all right.
Yes, but you can just brush them too.
All right. So basically, these items allows you to list um, data or information on your document. Okay. So let's say that
Okay.
you are writing a letter, and then on the letter you are supposed to specify. Let's say you are writing a letter to your boyfriend, and you want the person to buy you some things like shoes, wig, and whatever that women usually ask for. Okay. So if that's what you want, when you finish writing the content and then you want to list them, you don't want to write the thing like wig, comma, shoes, comma, shirt, comma, like you don't want to do that because it will not look very nice, right? It has to look presentable so that the person can easily fetch it out. And that's where you use the bulletin or the numeric listing. Basically, it allows you to list items on the document so that anyone who is reading can easily what it can easily catch the person's eye instead of putting it inside the text like that. And so we use the bulletin just the same way as the numeric listing. The only difference is that the numeric listing allows you to what to list things in an ordered fashion. So in an ordered fashion, let's say from 1 to 10, or from I to I, in that order, right?
And then right after that, we can start. I think we have significant number of us joining.
My word is taking forever to open. And I forgot to change the team again. So I'm not used to the light mode, so you guys should forgive me because
You are not using the what?
I'm not used to the light mode. The light mode.
Why? Change it. Change the background.
I'm not used to it,
He's
so
not
I'm
used
changing.
to the light one. He's used to the dark.
Uh,
Change it
He's
to
used
the
to the
light
dark theme.
thing, Hakim.
it's way too bright. I don't get why you guys want me to use.
He's a
Anyway,
programmer. He doesn't like too much light.
I hope you can see my screen now,
Yeah,
or you can't see it.
too bright though.
All right. So I was explaining the bulletin, okay. And what I was telling you was that in listing data or items in a document, we have what we call ordered and then an ordered list, okay. The ordered listing is the one that, like the name suggests, everything is listed in order. The unordered, you don't care about how it is listed. You don't care whether it's this one comes first or last, okay. And so in a situation where you want to list the items that you want someone to buy for you in an order, like we're talking about, you definitely want to buy the clothes before you buy the wig, okay. So what do? The easiest way to do that, you can just type number one, add full stop, and give space. Automatically, Microsoft Word will turn it into what? An ordered list. As you can see that it has been highlighted, right?
Yes.
And so I can just start writing my beautiful what? Dress. And then number two can now be our wig and then our shoes, number three. In that order. But in a situation where you do not care about whether the wig comes first, the dress comes, like you don't care about the order of the items, okay? You now use the what? The unordered list, which will be what? The bullets here. And so the bullets too, you just click on a bullet and then first point will be there. Then you can just write maybe shoes, wig, and then what? Dress. This is how it works. Now you don't have to go and click there before you start writing. You can actually start writing like first item, and then you now go there and click. Word will actually just automatically turn it into what? A bullet for you. So it works similar to that of the text alignment. And so
Okay.
if you notice something, okay, almost all the
Mm.
items around here, when you are doing it, you don't actually need to what? To select the text. But the ones that are at the left side, the font name or font family, the size, the bold, italic, underline, all these things, you have to actually select the text before you can apply it to it, okay. But this one's the text alignment, it doesn't require you to select the text. The bullet too doesn't actually require you to select the text. But of course, it makes sense when you want to highlight or bullet like a bunch of text. Let's say you have multiple paragraphs and you want to turn it to bullets, you have to highlight those paragraphs, then it will do it easily for you. That's all about it. I hope what I said makes
Okay.
sense.
Yes, please.
All right,
Thank you.
all right. So we should probably get started. It's 8:22. All right. So yesterday we talked about quite a lot of things, ranging from how to copy and paste a document, formatting with the what, with the bold italic, the font sizes, all the way to the font color, to text alignment, bulletin, and all that. And I think when I was doing the recap, I forgot to mention the multi-level. The multi-level basically allows you to put like bullets or order your list inside another list. Are we getting it?
Yeah.
So let's say I have this list. First one, second one, then what? Third one. But then under the second one, we have what? Another section of items. What you do is you press enter, then you press on tab to move it inside to create another bullet inside the what? The second one. Then you can give what? First, second, third, second in that order. That's the multi-level. Okay,
Okay.
that's how you work with the multi-level. Basically, putting what multiple levels of bulletin or number ordering inside the document. That's all. So we
Okay.
talked about all those things yesterday, and today we are going to talk about tables. I'm sure this is where we stopped yesterday. And so this is not like this this box here allows you to what, to add tables to your Word document. This is not like Excel. Okay, it's different from Excel, but it basically gives you the liberty to add borders around a particular text. Now, if you remember, yesterday when I was explaining the text alignment, I mentioned that uh, the whole document is basically a giant table. It contains cells with rows and columns, right? And then
Yes.
I even showed you the whole thing, and then I took it off again. Basically, this table section allows you to manifest the table. Okay, and so if how many of us are nurses here? Do we have nurses among us? So if
I'm one.
yeah, are you sure?
Yes, please.
Okay,
Why are you doubting me?
it's okay, no problem, nothing. I didn't say anything.
Or is it because I've not treated you before?
That's okay.
Hmm.
So basically, when you are writing your case study, you are required to create a table for the care plan. Now that you say you know you are a nurse, now I'm sure you know.
Hello, Hakim.
Now,
Hakim, a humble plea. Use research instead of case study. I think that's universal.
right? Okay, so let's use the research. When we are doing research and we are doing, let's say, presentation of our results. Okay, after you have collected your data, you have done the analysis, you want to present it. You are required to put the data in what, in a tabular form. Usually they require you to put it in an APA style table. We'll talk about that later, but we're going to talk about generic tables for now. Basically, it allows us to group data. Okay, and so if I wanted to collect the names of what, everyone in this session right now, of course I can just use the list to collect everyone in order, right? But if I want to collect your name, your email, and then maybe your phone number, we cannot use the numeric distance. We cannot use the bulletin because it will not be organized. And that's where tables comes in. And so in order to create a table, you use this. Basically, you click on this. Then you can use what? Draw table. Or you can go to insert, and then we have a table here. This one allows you to add a table into the page. And with this one, it's a lot easy to use it actually. You simply go select the number of rows that you want and the number of columns in that order. And so I'm taking name, email, and then what? Phone number. So this is what I want. Now I'm going to type name here. Let's make it capitals. I'm going to type email, and then I'm going to type phone here. Now, if you want to add a new row to the table, what do? You press on tab on your keyboard, tab. The key that is just beside the Q letter when you're using QWERTY keyboard on your keyboard, tab. Then it will insert a new row. Then I can just type my name there. And then we have phone numbers. So this is just a basic table. But then if you want more data, you can just increase it using the tab. Or when you hover over the line here, you see a plus. When you hover over the horizontal line, any of them actually, it allows you to add a new row to the table. So if I click on it, it will add a new one. If I click, it will add a new one. The same goes for the vertical ones too. Basically, if you point it at the right place, oh, I'm not seeing the plus. But if you wanted to add a new column, what you can do is you can right click, then you go to what? Table. You can insert a new column to the left side or to the right side. In case the hovering is not working for you, you can insert using that. And see that now it actually comes. This is what I was talking about. So you hover on the vertical listing and you don't get the plus, just right click and then go to insert. Then you see it allows you to insert a new column or a new row inside the table. Am I making sense so far? Okay. So what happens if we want to add a little bit of style to the headings? We want to remove the underline, but we want to make it bold. Remember to highlight the text. Then you go to the top here and click on bold. Then take out the underline. Okay. Rama said, is there a problem? Rama and Issa Rubina.
Yeah, please, can you go over it again?
Let's go over the table again.
Yeah.
Okay. So I hope you can see my screen. Or should I zoom it in again? Now, what I was saying is that the table allows you to organize your text or your information. I'm sure we already know what tables are. Okay. But here we want to manifest it inside our what? Our document. Now, how do we do that? You go to what? Insert. Then you go to table. Click to add a table. Then by default, when you click there, Microsoft Word allows you to what? To select the number of rows and columns you want from here. Okay. Now, if we were to create a table for, let's say, our research paper, and we have the variable, we have the options, and then we have the what? The percentage, which is n. What do? We have our variable column. We have the percentage. Basically, we have what? 3 columns, right? And so in here, I could say age. Like I hope you understand what I've just done. Basically, you go to insert, click on table, select the number of rows and columns you want. Okay, I only want what? 3 columns. I could increase it to get the the rows that I want by default. So if I wanted, let's say 4 or 5, I can do that just like that. Then we want our table header to be sorry. Want our table header here to be what? Our variable. We want this one to be our what? Our options. And then we want this to be our what? Our n. Maybe let's say our percentage. This is something that you come across in mostly in research papers. Okay. In here, let's say this is our age, right? So I'll just type age as our variable. And then what do we have here as our options? We have, let's say, from 15 to 30, 30 to, let's say, 35. Let's make it 40. From 40 to 55. Let's say these are our options. Okay. Then we can now fill in the values for that. Basically, this is how we create a basic table. Okay. In here, I could have, let's say, 300. Let's say 300. 100. Now, one thing I should mention is that you see, even though this is a table, these are actually this is just this is the same document. It's just that borders have now been added. The borders that I showed you yesterday have been manifested, and that's why we have this. And so, anything you can think about that you would have done on a normal page, you can still do it inside this table. And so, for instance, if I want to make this bold, I'll just have to select the text and then go and click on bold. If I want to make it center alignment, if I want to center it, I'll just highlight the text here and I'll go and click on what? The center alignment. It will center it. If I want to make it italic, I'll do the same thing. Even if I want to underline it, I just have to select it and then go and do what? Underline, and it will work. So basically, everything that you have been learning so far can be applied to this very what? Table. It's still the same document. It's nothing new. We are just adding borders around what we're doing to make it what? More organized. Does it make sense? All right. So these are our options. I want to make that bold. I want to make this bold too. Let's say we have gender, male, and also so you realize that anytime I go into a new cell and I'm typing it's underlined. That's because before I created a table, I highlighted the underline this thing. And so because of that, anytime I go into a new cell, the underline will be automatically there. In order to stop that, all I have to do is highlight the cells and then go and click on what? And the underline, and then click on it again to take it off. And now, if I go back to my options, I'll say, let's say male, female, let's say 400 and then 300. So, which one? Occupation, maybe employed, unemployed, right? 400, 500. Now, I'm going to just take this out now. So how do I delete this? I don't need it. I don't want to add too many things. So how do I delete this? I'll have to highlight the cells that I want to delete. Then I'll right click. You see delete cells, right? I'll go and delete. So ask me whether I want to delete an entire row or an entire column. Okay. I want to delete the what? The entire row. So I'm going to click on row and delete it off. Are we following? That's how you delete a row. If you wanted to delete an entire column, you select it like this. You do the same thing. Right click, go to delete columns, and it will delete it for you. Now remember, if you delete something by mistake, you can always do what? You can always undo it. Undo is done with Control Z. Or you go here and then you click on what? Undo. If I click on undo here, it will bring back the cells that I deleted. If I want to redo it, I can do Control Y, or I can go to the top and then revert it back. That's how we do undo and redo. Any confusion so far? Is everyone okay? All right. So that's how we delete cells. But then, what happens if I want what? To merge this? What do I mean by merge? Merging allows us to basically have one giant box inside a table. So you want to maintain the table, but you want to have one single box for the male, female, unemployed, and then employed section. All you have to do is highlight the cells that you want to merge like this. We remember how we highlight text, right? You select, you click, you hold, and then you drag downwards or you drag upwards to select whichever box that you want to select. Once you do that, you will now right click. Then you'll see something like merge cells. Get it? Click on merge cells. This will merge it for you. You see what's happening? Now we don't have a what? A line that is separating the female male from what? The employment status. Is anyone confused? No problems, right? All right. Just draw my attention if you are not getting anything. All right. So that's how we merge cells. Now, when you're doing the research, usually you are supposed to present your data in APA style. So let me just show you how to quickly turn this table into an APA style what? Table. And basically you do that by taking out the borders. That's the shortest answer to it. And so something you should notice here. Keep your eyes at the top here. The top menu here. We have the Zotero, the help. When I go to the table, you see that there we have new menu appearing there. We have table design, we have table layout. Basically, this allows us to customize how our table looks. And then if we bring your eyes back to where we were earlier, you see that the table borders to have been highlighted. This is just a shortcut to the table design. Okay, so in order to turn this into an APA style table, what we do is we'll highlight all the cells like this. Then I'm going to go to the table design. Then I'm going to go to table borders. I'm going to change everything to no border. Okay, no border. Now, I'm also going to highlight this, the whole of this. Then I'm going to go to border. I'm going to turn off everything, so no border. But now, what I want to do is, I want to keep the upper and lower border, okay, the top and bottom borders. I'm going to turn on this. Then I'm going to turn on the top bar, okay. I'll now go here and highlight the lower portion. Then I'll just turn on the what? The bottom border. This is basically an APA style table. That's just what an APA style table looks like. So when you're presenting your research results, mostly they require that you put your table this way without the borders, just in this format. So that's about that. So you can remove your borders. You can even change the color of the border. Right now it's black. If you want to change it to a different color, you can do that. Just go to what? The colors here. And I'm gonna change that. Which color should we use? Border shading. There we go. what color do we want to use? Oh, well, can't find my border color. Weird. I'm not able to get my border color, but you should be able to change your border color. Alright, so this is actually blue color. I don't know if you can see the color. It's too small, you might not be able to see it on the phone, but the borders have been changed to blue color, okay? And so you change that at the borders and shade. You can change the color to a different color. That will change it to green. It might be too small for you to see, but if you are following on the computer, that's why you change the border color. Basically, you can customize everything in the what in the table, from the color of the borders to the borders themselves. You can remove any of the borders that you want. If you want to take out the right side, just highlight the cell here, go to the table design, go to borders, and then you want to what? You want to take out the left side. So just click on left side to take it out. Okay, and you see that we don't have that border again. So that's about it. We can also change the border from this solid uh, lines to a broken line. Okay, all you have to do is highlight it. If you want to do it for a single, let's say a single column, you have to highlight it, and then you can change the style of the what, the border. You can change it to something like this. It be more. So with this one, we are basically changing the border style using the what? The border sampler. All right. So if you want to change a particular border, like a single border line, you can actually select it using the border sampler. Okay, and you can change the entire table style by using any of the styles that's listed here. There are quite a lot of them. If you want to learn more about it, you should probably register with us for the in-person class because I can't go through every single feature that's there for the table. Okay, so just know that you can change anything from here. You can put even the bullet listing inside of what? Inside of your table cell here. So all you have to do is highlight it, go back to home, and change it to what? Any style of bullet that you want. So just remember that the table is just a way for you to organize your what? Your document or your text into what? Rows and columns without having to use Excel. That's everything I can tell you about the cell. Yeah, sorry, the table for now. Now let's talk about headings. Do we have questions? All right. If you don't have questions, let's talk about the headings. The headings is actually very easy to work with. It allows us to, as the name suggests, add headings to our document. So let's say you want to have let's say chapter one. Let's let's say chapter one, right? This is just a normal text. But obviously we don't want to have chapter one and then under chapter one, when you want to now put something like let's say introduction, they are all the same size in the document. This will not look presentable. So that's why you use headings. The headings allow you to organize your document into what? Sections. Let me put it that way. So like for chapter one, obviously it should be big. And then under chapter one, we'll now have an introduction. So that to be well organized. And so how do I do that? After I type my chapter one, I want to turn it into a header. I can use Control Alt and then one. This will turn it into what? Heading one. Or just highlight the text. Go here, you see heading. Click this. This is heading one. This is heading two. And as you can probably tell by now, heading one is the biggest. And heading two is smaller than heading one. Heading three is smaller than heading two in that order. Up to heading six or so. Well, we have heading four here. I guess it's HTML that we have heading six in. You know, anyway, so we have chapter one, and
Yeah, it's HTML.
it's HTML that we have heading six. So we
Yeah,
change
yeah,
this one
yeah.
to heading what? Heading one. So that it will be what? The top level heading. And then under that, you can now have this one. So that let's say this one will be our heading two. Now we can now type whatever we want to be under introduction. And then it will be organized. Now, in order to see how useful this is, you will now have to Like when you want to generate table of content, that's when you will see how useful this organization is. And not only that, if you want to view like a certain portion of your document, it is organized in such a way that when you are using the navigation panel, it allows you to view the text in the order that you organize it. Okay. So if this was a large document and I have, let's say, 5 chapters, each chapter will be organized in such a way that we have chapter one, under each chapter, whatever text is under it, whatever subheading is under it, will be listed in this way too. So let's say I come here and I say chapter two. So you can see that it is being organized this way, right? This is very useful when you want to quickly navigate or go to a different section of the document. When you have hundreds of pages, you want to look for something. You see how useful this can be. Okay. Now, that's basically all about the headings. The headings are just normal text. It's just that it has been formatted. It's like a template. So it has been formatted with what? Larger text. So you can see that the automatic what font size here is 16. And so they are basically using the font sizes to manipulate the text to be bigger. Okay. But if you increase your font size without using the headers, you wouldn't see this level of organization. And when you are generating table of content too, Microsoft Word will not pick it out like that. It only picks out the headings. So that's something to keep in mind when you are trying to organize your document. Now, if you want to use the headings, usually you have to what? To change the font size, sorry, the font size and that of the font family or the font name to the one that you have been using in the document. If you are asked to use Times New Roman, this is using Calibri. You don't want to submit Calibri to them because you will have different what? Fonts inside your document, and your supervisor might punish you for that. And so, simply highlight the text by clicking and dragging, like we've talked about. Then you go to the fonts family section. Simply type in the fonts that you've been asked to use and press enter. Then the font size, you change it to what? The desired font size, in my case, is 12. Now, even though I've changed this to look smaller, there are still headings. And you can testify that there are still headings because when you hover over it, you see that we have a little arrow that is just by the what? The text. If I were to type just a normal text and I hover over it, you will not see that thing. You will not see it. And so that's one indication that a particular text is what? A heading. And so this is basically how you organize or you use headings inside of your document. Now, if I use headings, I want to jump over this because this is the only way you can actually see how useful the headings is. When you're using the headings, it makes things a lot easy for you in terms of generating a table of content. So I want to quickly generate a table of content for just this small piece of text so that you see what I'm talking about. Now, how do I add a table of content to my file? You go to references, okay, then you go to table of content here, and then you can select any of the format that you want. I want to select the second one. And you can see that this is done automatically. Even if later on I go to change this, I can easily update the table of content without having to manually write it. If you find yourself manually writing table of content, you are doing something wrong in the document because it will be difficult to maintain. So always try to use the headings whenever you are writing any document that needs organization. Okay. I know I'm moving fast with the table of contents and the headers, but if you have any questions, let me know. No questions.
Please go over again.
What? did you come late?
Ah,
Mr. Joe?
He has been here. He has been
yeah,
here.
so I think I had a network issue.
I see.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
kindly, just the how do I put it?
the whole
The
show.
headings we're talking about.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the whole show. Okay. So the headings, like I was saying, is it's just a way for you to organize your text. Okay. So let's say that you are doing research or you are writing anything, and then what you want to do is you don't want to scatter things around. You want it to be organized. Let's say you want to organize things into chapters. Okay, I was using the chapters as an example. And you have, let's say, chapter 1 up to chapter 5. Of course, you can just go and write chapter 1, chapter 2, in that order. You can do that. That's not a problem. But the problem is that this way of just typing things out without using the headings is bad for organization and maintenance. Why do I say so? You see, when you are required to what? To submit a table of content or to add a table of content to your work, and you were the one who was manually typing these things inside, you will find yourself manually trying to create a table of contents. Like I've seen some people do something like this. Let's say introduction, and then they will do something like this. Then they'll go, let's say, then they will now go and be like they'll put periods. They will basically be designing things by themselves. This is a bad way of doing table of content. Okay, and so I'm saying that Microsoft Office Word comes with what? A built-in tool that allows you to do this thing automatically. You don't need to type these things. Like, imagine if you have 100 or 200 pages worth of a document. How the hell are you going to be able to do this? Like, how will you name each piece of page in the table of content? You see that it will be tedious. And so that's why you use what? The headings. The headings allow you to organize your what? Your document into a hierarchy. It allows you to organize the document into some kind of format from top to bottom level. And so we have headings. We have heading 1, heading 2, heading 3, heading 4, in that order. And I was saying that heading 1 is the biggest, heading 2 is the second biggest, heading 3 is the third, in that order. Okay. And so when you want to organize your document, what you want to do is you want to use the headings so that later on, even when you change the heading name to something else, and you don't have to actually go and retype the whole table of contents. You don't have to keep track of the number of pages you have in your head. It will just do it automatically for you. And so I was demonstrating that by using the chapters. Let's say I have chapter 1. I'm going to make this a header, okay? I'll make it heading 1. And let's say maybe under chapter 1 we have introduction, right? And then I'll make that one, let's say heading 2. So remember that I just made this one heading 1. And I'm making this heading 2, which means that chapter 1 is under introduction is under chapter 1, right? And then if you now go and I want to talk about let's say breast cancer. Let's say that's my topic. And then I want to make this another heading. I choose to make this, let's say, heading 3. I can add another one, maybe science and what? Symptoms. Then I want to make this, let's make this another one, heading 3. So this is a form of a hierarchy, okay? This chapter 1 embodies introduction to breast cancer. It embodies whatever detailed information we have on breast cancer. It also has all the details of the signs and symptoms of breast cancer that we have. And so this whole information is under chapter 1. Chapter 1 is the boss, introduction is the second boss, and then breast cancer is the third one. in that order. This level of organization is useful because later on, when we want to generate table of contents, all this will actually be organized in order for us. Okay, now let's say I have another chapter called chapter 2. It also has its own introduction. It also has maybe knowledge, breast cancer, and then let's say preventive what methods. Now, let's say this is what we have for chapter 2, right? I'm going to just put this in a new page. So if I wanted to put this into a new page, this is one way of doing it. I'll just be pressing enter until it pushes it into a new page like this. But that's inefficient. Sometimes you want to do things quickly, okay? So let me just show you a shortcut or an easy way to do that. Just put, if you want to push this into a new page, okay, put your cursor at the top like this. Then go to insert. Then just go and put what? A blank page. It will push it to a new page. And then you can what? Press delete. It will come. That's it. We've moved it to the what? To a new page. And now if you check here, we have what? 2 pages. And so let's say that you have finished typing all this, and then you want what? To insert your table of content. Usually table of content comes before chapter 1, right? The same way, we're going to what? Create a blank page at the top of what? Chapter 1. So I'll just click on blank page. And now we have 3 pages. You can see the number of pages here. All right. So I'm going to go here. Then you can see that when I hover here, you see what I was talking about the headings when you have a heading. So even though I've moved the chapter 1, it has left a placeholder of a heading there. I don't want that. So just go here and then what? Just leave the cursor there and click on normal. So take it out. Now, what I want to do is insert what? Table of contents. And how do we do that? We go to references. We have references at the top. Click on references. After you click on references, look at the left side. We have table of contents, right? Click on table of contents. Then choose the style of the table of content that you want. I want to use an automatic what? Table of content. And so I don't I don't want to use the first one. I want to use the second one. But you can use either of them, like it will still work. I want to use the second one. And that's it. It has the chapters, the subheadings, it has the page numbers listed. And so even later on, if I go back to chapter 1 and I add, let's say, another what? Heading. Let's say this is what? Another what? Heading. Then I go back to chapter 2. Let's say I want to remove this 2. Okay, basically I've changed the information that I had previously. See that when you are manually creating a table of content, after you have done these changes that I've just done, you have to come and what? And change everything, ranging from the numbers, the page numbers. You have to manually do that. But you don't do that because here we are doing the automatic. So I just click on what? Update table. I want to update the entire table. It will change everything. And now the two that we removed is not there again. And the new one that we've added is also there. Basically, that's all about table of contents and headers. And that's how they work hand in hand. Do you understand?
Yes, so I'm fine now. Thank you.
All right. Is anyone else having an issue? All right. So if there are no issues, let's go back to the home page, the home tab, sorry. So we've covered like pretty much everything here. We've talked about the headings. Now, let's talk about this. We have the find, replace. These ones, they allow you to find like a certain uh, piece of text in your document. Let's say that you have 100 what pages worth of what documents. So let me see. Like I think I have a document in my computer. Let's say that you have something like this. Okay. And then you want to, this is like 100 and, this is like 12 pages long. And then you want to find, let's say you want to find this 72 hours in the document. You want to find where you have 72 hours. What do? You use this one, the find what icon there. If you don't want wahala, just do Control and F. And the good thing is that when you highlight a particular piece of text, you, and you do the Control F, it will automatically search for that particular text for you. So if I had this highlighted, like the way I've selected it, and I just press Control and then F, it will put it on the search box so that you can search for every place in the document where we have what? This particular what? Statement. Does that make sense? Basically, the find feature that's there in Word allows you to find what? Pieces of text or information in your document, no matter where it is located. Even if it's located at the bottom of the document, you'll still find it. And so if you have multiple what? If you have multiple if you have multiple if this thing appears in multiple ways in the document, okay, you'll still be able to find it. So let me see, I'm looking for 2020. Okay, see that we have about 11 results, and so you can basically look through to find where it is, and then you can make your changes or whatever you want to do. That's what we use the find feature for. Now, one of the things that I wanted to show you with the headings is with the navigation panel or the navigation pane. Basically, it also allows you to see the headings that you have in the document. So if you click on headings here, you see the headings that we have in the document. Okay. You see the level of organization that we have inside the document, no matter how big, how long it is. Okay. Then you can also look at the pages that you have in the document. So it basically allows you to easily navigate, to easily move around in the document. That's why it's called the navigation panel. And when you search for something, it can be found in the in the results section of the navigation panel. That's what we use it for. But then what happens if you were doing something, right? And then somehow you made a mistake and then you want to correct it. You want to change unintended pregnancy. You want to change it to let's say breast cancer, right? So I search for it. So I basically click here, search, and I search for it, right? So if you want to change every uh, anywhere that you see an intended pregnancy, you want to replace it with what? Breast cancer. The first approach you think about is what? Just search for it and change it manually, right? Basically, Word has a feature that allows you to do all of this at once without having to manually click around the document to look for what? The word or the statement that you want to change. But you have to be careful with this one because you don't know what you are doing. Like if you have a lot of that particular statement or word that you want to change, if you have it in multiple places, you are not sure, you might change it somewhere, it will not make sense. So always be careful when you are using the feature, okay? So you go to what? Replace. Basically, replace feature allows you to find whatever you want to find and change it to what? A new thing. And so you want to replace this with what? Breast cancer. And then I just click on what? Replace. If you click on replace, it will replace the first instance of what? The word that we have. And so if I click on replace, you see that this we had an intended pregnancy. It has been changed to what? To breast cancer. You can do that manually. It will find the next one, you replace it. It will find the next one, you replace it manually. But if you want, just click on replace all. It will replace every instance of that particular word in all of the document. Even if you have like 1,000 pages and you have the word in every page, it will do that for you. Basically, that's what we use the find and replace to do. Okay. All right. I don't want to change that, so I'm going to just undo it. So that's how we do what? Search and replace. What if you want to select what? Text. Selection of text is actually very easy in Word. I've already like showed you how we do selection of text. You simply click and drag in the direction you want to what? To select. You want to select everything on a page or on the whole document. Sorry, if you want to select everything on the document, you can use Control E. It's a shortcut. It will highlight everything inside the what? The document, and you can copy it. When I say everything, I mean everything. Whether it's a text, picture, audio, whatever you have, it will highlight it for you. All right, great. So that's all about what? The finding, replace, and replacement of text inside of what? Office Word. Do we have questions? Mr. Dude, should I go over it again?
No, please, I'm fine.
All right,
Thank you.
all right. I hope no one is having another network issue. All right. So that's how we find and replace text in Microsoft Word. No questions. Are you guys sure I'm not moving too fast? Okay. It says silence means consent, right? So let me continue. So I'm going to go to. All right. What about our add-ons? The add-ins here allows you to basically install scripts, or yeah, I should call them scripts. They are just uh, they allow you to add certain functionalities to your Microsoft Word. Okay. So let's say that you wanted to add ChatGPT into your what? Your Microsoft Word. You use the what? The ChatGPT add-on here. Just click on add-on, you install it. But be aware that some of these add-ons require internet to work. So keep that in mind. I'm not going to be installing any add-ons here. These are like way beyond the introduction level course. So I'm not going to be going into installation of add-ons and how to use it. So we've covered pretty much everything around here. Let's go to our insert tab. The insert tab is not something new to us, right? We already talked about how to use the blank page feature, the table feature in the insert, right? So let's start from the cover page. Now, what are cover pages? I'm sure we all know what cover pages are, right? Or we don't know cover pages. Either.
Yeah, I don't know cover page. Oh.
You don't know cover page.
Yeah.
What about Mr. Dude? Mr. Joel?
Yes, sir.
Hi, please just call me Mushe. Okay.
I'm sorry, but I'm used to this.
His name is Sir. His name is Sir.
I'm asking.
Yes, sir.
I'm asking whether we know what cover pages are. Is it that
Yes, please.
we know what cover pages are, right?
Yes.
I
Kadi,
think a cover page is like the first page you would see, um like a if for example if it's a book that's um we are using, like the first um page you see before you move to table of contents and then the rest.
all right,
So that's what I think a cover page is.
all right. So basically, that's what the cover pages are. But usually, we add a little bit of like visual flair to it to make it look nice and all that. Like when you are presenting your assignment, then you put the school logo and things inside, right? So we are going to be doing that. I'm going to show you how to design a cover page. Quick, short one. Okay. So this will this will help us to learn more about adding images into our Word document. Okay, so first of all, I want to add an image into my Word document. How do I do that? You see, when you go to the Insert tab, there are a lot of things here apart from the cover page. We have a blank page, we have page breaks, we have the tables that we've already covered. Then we have pictures. The pictures tab icon here allows you to what? To add image into the document. You can add the image from online or from your computer. The online will only work if you are connected to the what? To the internet, obviously. So you can go to this device. Then I hope I have a picture on my computer. All right, this one is from my OneDrive, so hopefully it will download fast. So I'll just import it. So we can all see the picture, right? That's how you insert a picture into your Word. It's easy. It's very easy. What about if you want to do the insertion through the online version? I'm going to delete it. By pressing backspace, you easily delete the what? The picture that you just inserted. I'm going to go back, go to picture. You can use what? Stock images. It's an online platform that has free images that you can insert or you can download from. But this is taking time. So if it's taking too much time to load, I'll just go and pick a picture from my computer. Okay, then I'm going to use a picture from online. Please, how about this one? Let me save the picture. Let me save it on my desktop. Let's put it on downloads instead. Then I'm going to go back to Word. Now I can go here, go to picture, and then use this device. But I don't want to do that. I can just go to my file manager. Just go to my file manager, go to downloads. Then we have the image that I downloaded. I'm going to drag it into my Word like this. And I'll release it. You can see that it's the same thing as going to picture and then inserting. Okay, so there are multiple ways to add and images or whatever you want to put inside the document. You can easily drag and drop into work. Now I'm going to resize this a little bit. And then our cover page, we want the picture to be at the center, right? So what do we do? Can someone tell me what we do to make it appear at the center?
We'll go to alignment and then we'll use the center, or we can use the shortcut Control plus E.
All right, thank you. That's it. Now we have the thing at the center, right? Now what I want to do is I want to write the school name at the top before the picture. So what do? I'll go here and I'll press enter. I'll click at the left side and press enter to move the image downwards. Then I'll just, you can use the arrow keys or just go to the top and click. Then I can type Family Technical University. So let's increase our font size. We can use this to double it. So let's make it bold, right? Bolden it. Looking good so far, right? All right. So what is next? Which one should we? Let's put our program. Which program should we use? I don't know the programs that they do there.
Computer science.
Maybe the course will be, which course do we have under computer science? Calculus.
Yeah, that one.
Right. So holding this. Then let's say it's a group assignment. Then we want to insert our group members, their names, and then their what do we call it? Their names and then their index numbers, right? So that the supervisor can mark. So in this case, we'll use our table. So you see that we are bringing in together everything that we have been learning so far, right?
Yeah.
We'll go to insert, go to our table, to create two what? Two columns. This one will be the name, then we'll have what? The index number. Well, I'm the group leader, so well, no, let me use 001. So you can see that this is a basic what? This is a basic cover page, right? Oh, nice.
Yeah, nice. It look basic though.
Hmm. So let's add a little bit of style to it. So we're going to go to insert, then we'll go to cover page. That's where we'll now use the cover page feature. This is a template that's listed there. Okay, you can use this to create a basic what, like to create a template, to create a cover page using any of the templates there. Okay, but I don't want to do that. I just want to add a small design to my what, to my cover page that I already have. But if we were starting and we didn't want to do everything from scratch, we wanted to just use a template. This is the easiest place to get the template so that we can use it. Okay, if you even have internet, you can get more by just clicking on get more. So I want to add some design to this thing, so I'll go to the design page. Okay, so I'll go to design tab. Sorry, click on design tab. Remember that. Click on design tab. Then we're going to add some borders to our page. How do we do that? Go to page border at the right side here. Then you click there. Once you click there, see, we want to, let me drag this a bit. We want to add some borders around the page. So we want to use a box. And then you want to add some art to it. I want to go here, the art, and I will just select anyone that I like. Which one do I like? There we go. This one looks nice. Then if you there's something to note here. You see this, when you click on this, if you just select the art and then you click on OK, it will apply to every page. If you had multiple pages, so let me just show you. I'll go and create another page. You see that the border is there, but we don't want that. We only want the art to be there on only the first page, which is our cover page. So go back to the page border, go back to the box. You want to apply this only to the what? The first page. Okay. Then you press enter or you press OK. And then you see that we now have the borders only at our what? Only on our first page. So this looks okay. What else? What else do we add to it? Uh,
Page numbers.
Page
We can
numbers.
change the border color too.
We should change the color.
Yes.
You know what? I want to change it to flowers.
Ah, okay.
I want to change it to flowers. I don't want the borders in here. I want it to be flowers. This one is okay. Oh, it's not nice.
It's okay.
I see now here they keep quiet. I'm asking the ladies. They have better aesthetics than us.
Have you? Me too, I'm a
It's
student.
okay.
It's okay. I've gotten a verification, so that's okay. I'll leave it that way. So
Ah,
that's it.
okay. So me, I'm not a student.
Yes,
Okay.
you don't have design aesthetics skills. Let's leave it there. I want to increase this
Okay.
one. I want to increase the size so that it will pop up a little bit. So let's go back, increase the program a little bit. Then we'll increase the cost to a little bit. Okay. So that's our first cover page. All good. So we've talked about cover pages. We've talked about creating what? A blank page. We've not talked about page breaks, right? Let me explain that. It's like I was getting a notification from your side. Who is saying, oh, fashion and design. You were giving us the program to use. That's okay. We're already done. So let's go back to our documents. We are going to talk about page breaks. Now, what is page breaks? Page breaks, as the name suggests, it allows you to what? To end a particular page. To add an end to a particular page. Now, when I see something like this, it's kind of vague, but it's very useful. That thing is very useful, especially when you're working with page numbers or page layouts. The page break is very important. Okay. Now, the best way to show you this, we'll have to talk about page numbers. But we haven't even talked about any of this. I don't want to be jumping around. So let's skip this for now. I'll explain that when we start to talk about page numbers. Okay. Now let's talk about shapes. This one is kind of easy. Like when you want to work with shapes, you use that. It allows you to draw things into the page, whether it's a rectangle. So those of you who intend to use Microsoft Word to do your designs, I don't recommend it though. But those who intend to do that, that's where you'll be spending most of your time. But Microsoft Word, using it to do designs, wahala day inside though. I've never done it. I tried once and I saw the wahala inside. I decided to go to Photoshop. But basically, this one allows you to draw and add some art to your page. Okay, in case you want to design or draw anything, just go to insert, go to the shapes, and then you can use any of the shapes that you have here. Okay, that's all I can say about it. There are a lot of them, and I cannot cover everything. Okay, what about the icons? The icons allows you to use some icons, and obviously, as I clicked on it, it's trying to load icons from online. Basically, you can use icons inside your what? Your Word without any problem.
Say, please, are these icons offline or online?
They are online. It's loading them from online.
Ah, okay.
So if you're not connected to the internet and you click on the icons, you might not get anything.
So
Okay,
are we
okay.
using them?
Well, if you want to use it, I'm not actually going to be using them. All these images are loaded from online because I'm connected to the internet.
Ah, okay.
Uh-huh. I'm just showing you that it exists. Okay.
Mm.
I'm not actually going to be using them. I just want you to know that it exists somewhere in Word. In case you want to use it, then you know where to find it, right? There,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
there are a lot of things here that I cannot cover. Like 3D models. Like how many of us have worked with 3D models before?
Not me.
Uh-huh. If you have worked with Blender or what do we call it? That animation lesson, I forgot the name. Basically, they allow you to work with 3D models. 3D models are what they use to do cartoons. And those of you who watch cartoons.
Indeed.
So if you can actually import a 3D model into your computer using that particular section. I think let's not deviate. I was going to show you a 3D model, but that's okay. Then we have smart art. The smart art allows you to insert certain charts and basically charts and in a form of art and shapes into your document. So there was this one time I was there, and then someone contacted me to do something for them. So I was this thing. Let me delete our first distance so that I'm going to insert it here so that you see what I'm talking about. Go to insert, go to smart art, then I'm gonna go down. There we go. Have you guys seen this shape before? Some time ago, someone asked me to do that, and it was my first time. The way I was struggling to do it.
It looks like the solar system like in their orbit, in the planet's orbit.
It's actually like a chart. I forgot the name of that chart, but basically it allows you to present like data in this format, like a form of a ranking
It
or
looks
something.
like ice cream.
Ice cream. Wait, Mabzia.
Everybody is saying how it looks like, so
Okay, that's okay.
I think I think you are craving one.
no.
So basically, this thing, like when you look at it, when someone gives it to you to do it, the first thing that will come into your head is, let me go and use the shapes, though, the shapes that we have in Word, right? But
Yeah.
if you try to use the shapes to do this thing, you will suffer. You will suffer to organize the circles together, okay? And so that's why we have the smart art. The smart art has a bunch of charts, like flow charts and other things that you can easily insert and manipulate the data so that you show your information easy. Okay. So keep that in mind. Someone might just ask you to do something similar for them. And if you don't look for the right thing at the right place, you'll be struggling to get the whole thing together. And usually that's the thing about this whole computer business and IT. Like even when you don't know something and they give it to you, just go and look for it online. Don't just say, "Oh, me, I don't know it. I've never done it." So you just give up and be sitting there. We don't do that. Okay. Even if you don't know it,
Yes.
just just say, "Okay, let me look into it." Then go on Google and start looking for it. Because I didn't know that this thing existed as a chart in Microsoft Word until they gave it to me to do that day. So I had to Google around to find it. So you have to learn how to look for information online. And I think we have SEO as part of the sessions, right? Or we don't have some. Sinaida, it's gone. We have SEO, and basically it's about search engine optimization. But I think we can twist around and show you a little bit on how to Google things or how to search for what information online so that you can actually get the right thing. Because most of the time, the issue that we have is how we look for information. Khadija, you cannot hear me. Hello.
Hi.
Oh, okay. Someone is saying they cannot hear me, so that's why I'm asking.
Um, Maybe she's talking about hidden.
Oh, okay. So sometimes the problem that we have is how we search for information online. Okay. So when you learn how to search for information with the right keywords, it will help a lot. So even if you don't know something, don't just say, "Oh, I don't know, me, I can't do it." Okay. Always try to what? To look for a way to do it before you give up. Don't give up. Kra. Anyway, that's about the smart objects and things. There are a lot of shapes and things there. Most of them I've never used it, but you might never know. You will find yourself in a situation where you have to use any of them. Always look for them at the smart as in the Microsoft Word. Okay. Any questions so far? Any questions?
When are we meeting?
When are we meeting?
Yes.
Um, I'm expecting someone to answer that question.
Not me.
Ah, he's guilty, so he'll answer it.
It's not me. Don't worry, the meeting will happen very soon. We want the classes to go a bit further. You know, the classes are there's so much there's so much for us to teach you and there's so much for you to learn. So you don't worry. The meeting will come very soon. We'll announce the date very soon.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. So the smart arts, please, if you want to learn it more, get a computer and then just open it and move around on it a little bit. You will learn a lot from there because there are a lot of them I've never used it. We also have the chat. So sometimes when you are when you want to present your data, when you are doing research, you want to present your data. Sometimes what we do is we just download the picture version of the chart either from your SPSS or whatever program. Those of you who have done data analysis before, like you know what I'm talking about, then you just insert it. But there are other times you want to present it differently because sometimes when you use the images, you might lose quality or you might have issues with manipulation, right? But um, Microsoft Word has a built-in feature, okay, that allows you to basically input charts based on what the particular data. So you input the data, not the chart itself. You input the data, and then Microsoft Word will do the justice of drawing the chart for you. Okay. So I'll just show you a simple chart with donut or a pie. Let me clear this. Set. Going to go to chart. Chart. Pie. Mention set this. All right. So you can see that when you insert the pie chart, Excel will open up, right? We have an Excel here. I don't know whether you can see it. This can you see the chart? So we have the labels and then we have the data. So basically you can change them. Let's say I want to change this to let's say I want to use only what? Two. Okay, let's say I want to have only what? Let's say males and females. Right? I change it and I want to make this let's say 10, 2.5. This one will be you can see that everything I'm changing in the Excel here is reflecting in real time over here, right? Or you can't see it. And so basically that's how the chart works. It allows you to insert charts with the use to draw charts using the data instead of just copying and pasting pictures into your Word document. Okay, and with this one, obviously you can change how the chart look. I'm gonna close the data for now. Then I'm going to go here. I'm going to change the style of the chart. Which one should we use? Which one? Which one? This looks unique. You see, you can change this. But if you were using an image or a picture, you won't be able to do that. Under data. Okay. And of course, you can resize this to make it bigger. Basically, that's all about it. You can also change the colors. So let me go back. Now, when you go out of the chart, your word will go back to normal. Okay. If you want to edit it again, just click on the chart. You can edit the data. You can edit the chart. If I want to change any of the colors, I'm always gonna use my favorite color. Whoa. There we go. Green and deep green. Okay. All right. So this looks nice. So that's basically how we work with charts. There are a lot of charts in there. We have bar chart, we have pie chart, we have line chart, a lot of them. We have line chart, we have pie chart, bar chart, we have area. There are a lot of them, and you can only use the ones that you actually want to use. There are quite a lot of them. Okay, so try your hands on them. Let us know how you are working around it. Okay, when you learn something new, it's good to share it. So just share it with us in the group. Okay, so that we'll get to know that at least you are not just learning it like you are not just passing through the session. Okay, you're actually utilizing what you are learning. All right, so that's about charts. What about screenshots? If you want to take a screenshot of your word, you can actually do that too. Did you guys know that?
No. No.
You didn't know that you can take a screenshot from word.
Yes. No, no.
You can do that in here. You can take a screenshot, or you can even record. So with this one, it allows you to just take a snippet of your available windows. Unfortunately, it's not allowing me to screenshot from the word itself. It just allowing me to take a screenshot from the other windows, like the ones that I have opened. You see, I've just screenshotted one from here. So that's why we have this picture here. But if you wanted to take a screenshot from the document itself, you can use the sniping tool in Windows. Just open your start menu and search for snippet tool. This one. Open the sniping tool. Then once it's up, where is it? Still loading, so computer is getting slow. So if you want to take a screenshot, click on new, then let's select, let's say I wanted to screenshot this one. just click where I want to start the snipping, drag the circle around. That, boom. I can now have I can save this into my computer. I can copy it and then share it with anyone that I have that I want to send it to. Okay, easy. So that's how you do it. So that's about that. Online videos. Basically, you are able to find like videos from online. Did you know that you can insert a YouTube video into your Microsoft Word
No.
when you are doing something? Let's say way I'll be able to. All right. So I'm just going to right click and I'm going to copy the link. Okay. Either right click and you do that, or you go to here, see the share, like that, and copy the link. You want to copy the link, so just copy that. Go set and go back to our word. Now, when you do that, your first intuition will just be to what? Just paste the link, right? We don't want to do that. Just go, yep, add a hyperlink. Okay, we're going to paste that there. Then we're going to insert. Whoa, Rama. And then we can adjust it like that. I can play it inside the web.
The Omama collection celebrates heritage and modern style, designed for the confident woman.
Trying to play
A
out.
Cloudflare outage has once again broken
see
large
that
parts of the internet and forced millions of people to.
you see that it's playing inside the document, right? So that's how we insert
Hakim, please, Khadija is lost. Bring her back.
Khadija.
Where are you lost, Khadija? Engage her, please.
I,
But
I think it's
let's
where the
try and wrap
video
up in
link is
5 minutes time.
get
What's
started to
up,
be pasted.
Okay, so
Yes, yes, yes.
what I did.
Hakim, before you continue, please, Hakim. Hello.
I
Yeah, just let's wrap up in 5 minutes time. The whole thing about MS Word. Let's finish today, and then next week we'll continue with a different application in 5 minutes time.
in 5 minutes the whole image.
Is that possible? Yeah, let's just wrap up with the session. I mean, the
Okay,
rest of the tools around. Maybe when we meet personally, we'll be able to do that.
all right. So
Is that okay?
Yeah, it's fine.
what I was doing was that you go to insert, then you go to online videos. You see, click on online videos.
Yeah.
When you click on online video, wait for it to load. Then you remember that I went to YouTube and copied the link, right?
Yes, yes.
So just paste the link in the bar. Just paste it there.
Ah, okay.
So, but you have to be connected to the internet. So the word the
Okay.
Microsoft Word will load the YouTube video. Then you can just click on insert, and, and just like that, it's now inside our Word, and you can enlarge it and resize it so that you can even align that one to the center or to the right. It also has the same changes that we can do to an image. You can do the same thing there. Okay. So once you have inserted it, you click on the play button. You open up a pop-up for you to play it from YouTube. Then you can now just play it directly from there. That's all.
A Cloudflare outage has once again.
Get it right? Is anyone else having an issue with the word? No, I think I mentioned this the first day. This one, Microsoft Word is very robust. Okay, there's no way we can cover everything with the online session. It's just way too long, and 3 days is not something that's enough for us to cover everything. But people spend their entire career just studying these softwares, so it's not something that you can just cover within some few days of tuition. Something that you learn over time, and it's something that you yourself you have to continuously improve upon. Okay. If you don't continue to use the software and then go through to basically discover new things, you will find yourself wanting like you want to do something and you will not be able to remember where you were doing it. So, and in fact, this applies to almost every sector in IT. If you are not constantly upgrading or updating yourself, something that you were actually a master in, like you get up one day, you open it up, and you know what you are doing. Okay, so if you want, you can ask senior header. He'll tell you if you write your code today and you don't continuously go to check on the code. 1 month later, when you go back to look at it, you don't understand what you were writing. Okay, so keep that in mind when you are learning anything new, whether it's a software, it's coding, it's whatever. Just keep that in mind. Just remember that it's a process and it takes time. Okay, even if you don't get something, constantly practice, and it will obviously like just open up, and you won't even know what happened, and you become a master. Like, oh, they'll just tell you, we want you to design a cover page for us. Giddy, 1 minute, you are done. Okay, so that's all about it. Do we have questions, additions, whatever you have? Let me hear that so that we can wrap up for today.
Sir, me to have something to say.
Okay.
And me, I usually tell people anything that has to do with the computer, it can be fixed. As long as the computer doesn't go condemned totally. Like explore the software, go around it. Anything that you feel like you can click on it, see what it can do. See what you can do with it. Even if you click something and it mess up the whole thing, reach out. Someone can fix it for you. Then when it's fixed, go through it again. You don't just stick to what you learn. Explore the software. That's how you learn. And if you stick to what they taught you or what you learned today, then you keep on practicing it, keep on practicing what they taught you today. You are not going anywhere. You are just learning one thing over and over and over again. So keep on practicing, keep on exploring the software. Don't just stick to one place. Don't just stick to one thing at the time. Explore the software. If you have any problem, just reach out to us. We are always available. Thank you very much.
Thank you for the advice. That's our senior man. So when he says something, you know that it's true. Okay.
Hey, boss, calm down. Boss, calm down. Boss, calm down.
So any additions from the
Boss, calm down.
any additions from anyone else? Rama, you want to say something? Grandma is not saying anything.
I'm just happy of
Is it
finding.
Is it?
you mean for the application?
Yes, we are talking about the Microsoft Word and everything that we have been
Ah,
learning.
okay, I understand.
Everything that we have been learning so far.
Yes, yes, yes. I don't think I have questions, but we could have ice cream together.
If you have ice cream there, no problem.
I told you she was craving ice cream.
Khadija, any additions or questions? What about Abdulhanan or Ilham ICT?
Yes,
Any
anyone?
questions or additions?
No, please.
You don't have questions.
Yes, please.
So if I ask you a question, you can answer.
I don't think so. Unless I practiced before.
Okay, I hope you practice.
I will, God willing.
All right. So Khadija, you want to add something? What about Musa Aisha?
Please, no question, but I was willing you talk about the this thing watermark,
Ah, right.
but you didn't. Yeah.
I didn't talk about the watermark.
Yeah. Yes,
Should we talk about it right
please.
now? Senior Fataya.
We will do that
Yes, please, if you
next
can
week.
do that.
Next week, that's the first thing we'll do before doing any other thing else.
Ah,
If
okay.
we don't do it next week, you remind him. Remind us why.
Okay.
Yeah. I think
Thank you.
it's getting to time and it's not safe having enough screen time like this at the night. And our data, my data is finishing.
It's not safe to have a screen time like that.
No, me too.
Yeah. The screen time at night is not.
Person
We're
don't
advised to spend
have
like two
like
hours. I think it
more
will be fine.
I see.
questions.
This one is it?
But for now,
And boss, have you heard,
No,
madam?
no, no. This one is it phone screen time or computer screen time? You have to
No,
edit
I'm just saying maybe when we meet in person, then like I think it will be practical.
it.
Yes, we'll have a for now.
Session. Let's listen to Khadija.
Okay, Khadija is saying
Khadija is saying
something.
something.
Can we make it
Khadija,
some other day?
Khadi, what are you saying?
Practical. So continue next week because me grab.
Her network is not good.
Her network is not good.
Yeah.
What about Isa Robina? Any additions or contributions? Questions? Or she's sleeping? Sina Joe, Mr. Dudes.
Please, I'm fine. Thank you.
No questions or additions. Oh wait, he slept. All right. So that's okay. So I don't think I have any other thing to
That
add.
means tomorrow we don't have a class, eh?
Yeah, they're asking question.
Hmm?
No,
Yes,
we'll
tomorrow there's
continue
no
on
class.
Thursday again.
Continue.
Oh, next week Thursday.
Yes. Hakim, are you done with everything?
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't think they have any questions for me, so I think I'm done.
Okay, but just in case you guys have question, I think Hakim, you can pin your number on the page. If anybody have any concern, they can get in touch with you to assist them.
Okay.
Um, we'll be drafting an as a practical assignment for you to do so that next week, before we begin sessions, you will be given the opportunity to present your work or your project work. It will be under Google Docs. So maybe once you get back, you can start exploring around Google Meet how to share your screen and then also make some presentations. I think it will just be a very simple assignment. It's just something to like keep you up to date with what you've learned. So once the project or the assignment is being pasted on the page, at least just try your hands. It's not mandatory, but it will be good for you if you try your hands on that.
I think with the assignment, Senior Header was saying that the one who do exceptional work will get ice cream. So
Hey,
Oh,
Really?
that's
that's what he
nice.
was
hey,
saying.
see the way
Really?
Rama is
Now
laughing. I
we
told you she
want
was craving it.
money.
Are you
Yeah,
serious?
he's very
See the way
serious.
Rama is
What
laughing.
ice
We are very
cream?
serious,
He's
Khadija.
he,
Okay, okay, okay.
he's very serious.
Okay, so by way of announcement,
We should go.
hello. By way of
Yes,
announcement,
like
we'll continue on Thursday, right?
yes.
Same time, same venue, and then our curriculum. Hello, am I? Is somebody saying anything?
Yes,
Our curriculum was or was scheduled in such a way that we will be doing a whole lot of things. But upon starting, I believe Hakim, you can testify to the fact that MS Word has taken the whole day.
they are not
In
moving,
fact,
bro.
we
Yeah.
intended to use only 2 hours
No.
one day to do MS Word. We still have a whole lot of things to do under Microsoft Office suite. We still have Excel to learn. We still have
PowerPoint.
PowerPoint presentation to learn. And those are very interesting stuff to learn under tech and some soft digital skills as well. This is just the beginning. It is not the end. And as we move, the more we move, I think the more interesting the sessions will get. So let's try as much as possible to maintain the pace and the seriousness we are putting into this. I can see some of you are very loyal. Aisha, Khadija, Rama, you guys, every now and then you are coming. And in fact, Aisha has been the one. Aisha will come
Hey,
even before 8, and then
you've
Khadija
not
as
mentioned
well.
my
Let's
name, madam.
try and maintain this.
That you are not
Let's try and
that you've not
maintain
mentioned
this
his name.
pace. And then for the, I think majority of you are asking about the in-person class. It will definitely come on. We are looking at it to come on around December. We are trying as much as possible to make, even if it is going to be something that you cannot make everything easy for you, so that at least whatever you learned here, you come to the in-person class. It will definitely make everything easy for you, so that at least whatever you learned here, you come to the in-person, we'll meet, and then you still learn the upgraded version of them. This is just like, so definitely the in-person will come on, even if it doesn't come in December, but first week of January or second week of January, we'll be meeting. And imagine having what a nice way to open your year with learning or enhancing your digital skills. Wouldn't it be nice? In fact, entering 2026 with some form of swag and then with some form of enlightened skills in terms of the computer and all that. So let's keep our
And
fingers crossed. Let's be following, and then we'll see what happens. Thank you very much again, everybody, for joining.